you guys hear my alarm going off, reminding me to come be here? Hi. Ooh, it's 1:11. Make a wish. Bunny, nice to see you. My name is Morgan. I'm Splendid Yoga here on this app and others. Spike has just tossed a toy off of the couch and is now looking at me like, "You gonna pick that up? You gonna pick that up for me? I'm not gonna do it, buds. You can pick it up yourself." We'll wait a few minutes to get everyone else in here, but whoever's here so far, I'd love to know where you are in the world. He just jumped down to get it himself. You want to bring it over here? No, he's bringing it. Nope. He wants to be on the yoga mat. All right. You want to come over here? You want to show him your toy? I want to see your toy. Can I have your toy? Here. Come over here, puppy dog. All right. Here's Spike. And the toy in question. You want your lamb chop? No, you don't care anymore. All right, let's get this mic up. Brittany, we got Brittany in Austin, Sandra in the Netherlands, Becky in Mallorca. Oh my goodness, sunny Australia, beautiful. Valentina from Colombia. That's so fun. I love this global community that we have going here. So nice to see you. What are you guys trying to manifest? What do you got? I can help you with it. Well, what am I? I do a bunch of different things. Mostly, I like granting wishes. I like making people's dreams come true. You know what I'm talking about? I call it manifestation. You can call it, just living your life, getting what you want, setting goals. You can call it like making wishes, but I like calling it making wishes because I like living in a magical world. We got Tanya from Minnesota, Faik from Turkey. Nice to see you. So I'll go through a few of the kind of general affirmations that I use, but I'd love to know a little bit more about what you guys are trying to bring in right now, and I'll tell you how to do it. The basics of manifestation, outside world, keep it out. Let's see. Lisa's looking to manifest financial abundance in Los Angeles. Yes, I love that. I love bringing in financial abundance. Working with the energy of money is so powerful when you start to learn that it's a flow, right? In Western culture, we talk about like the buck stops here, and that's just not how money works. Money likes to move around, right? So if you have a purpose for that dollar, it comes in so much more easily, energetically, right? We're not talking about like money's out there like, ooh, she's, grateful for everything. Let's go to her. No, it's what you're allowing, the energy that you're allowing into your life. It's like turning on the abundance faucet, right? These gratitude practices, these manifestation practices in order to bring in things like financial abundance. So we start with gratitude for what we have. You could write a letter to your financial situation. Even if you're in massive amounts of debt, write a letter of gratitude, thanking your debt for existing, for allowing you to get to this point. From there, you write a letter as though you already have the money, as though you have already received it, as a thank you letter to Mama Universe. You say, "Dear Mama Universe, thank you so much for the financial abundance that came my way. You knew just what I needed and you delivered it perfectly. Thank you so much. I'm able to use this money now for," and then your purpose, whatever your purpose is. We need to pay my rent so that I can keep my family safe and serve my purpose as, a homemaker, as whatever you call yourselves in the world these days. If you want to bring the money in so that you can buy a new car, so that you can travel the world saving puppies, the universe will provide for that as long as it is for a purpose outside of you. If you're like, I need money for money, you can't manifest that. You can work hard for it. I don't like to work hard. I like to work easy. I like to work within the flow of the world. That's what I teach you guys how to do. So Brittany also manifesting money to pay off my debt, pay off some large bills, being able to give money I earn to others at the shelter. Yeah, I love bringing in that element of philanthropy that you also want to pass on to others. One of the manifestation tricks, you got to spend the money on the philanthropy first. You spend the money on the philanthropy first. You turn on that abundance faucet for more and more and more to come to you without any attachment that you will ever see it again. It's not like you throw $100 to someone's GoFundMe and you're like, did you see that, universe? Did you see that? I did it. Where's my reward? No, you with non-attachment that anything will change, just with the gratitude that for right now you have this $100, you can give it to this organization. You're pleased with what they're going to do with the money. You don't even need that $100 again. It's from that place that all of a sudden money just starts magically appearing. Is anyone else working on manifesting financial abundance? That element of abundance, that element of I have so much, I have enough that I could share with the whole world. I just saw a butterfly pass by. Sunny's also into it. Sunny in Australia, beautiful. Is there anything else you guys want to bring in? We're granting wishes here. You better dream big, right? We're at the new moon. This is a beautiful time to set your intentions for the next couple of weeks. New moon manifestations can take up to 6 months to see. I've looked back on some of my manifestations and been like, oh yeah, I did it. So it can be fun to write these things down on days like today, light your candle, do your chanting, get into your zone, and then write down what you're trying to manifest. If you want to live a debt-free life, if you want to see a certain dollar amount in your bank account, if you want to be able to purchase certain things in your life and it's going to cost a certain amount of money, you ask the universe, I need you to provide either the steady flow of income or this one-time, lump sum so that I can make this dream happen so I can serve my highest purpose, because I know in my soul that I need this to be in alignment. Yes. Okay, so Lisa's also looking for a body 30 pounds less than now. You cannot manifest in the contractive. That is constrictive and contractive, Lisa. You cannot manifest 30 pounds away. You can manifest in more, in the expansive. So you don't want a body that's 30 pounds less. You want a body that you love so much, as though it were 30 pounds less. Because the truth is, if you fought and dieted and ran your way to a 30-pound weight loss, it would not be sustainable, because you're coming at it from a place of need, right? Rather than a place of love and expansion and ease, right? Yeah, so we're looking for more like, you can manifest a healthy body, Sunny, in terms of being pain-free and in terms of weight loss. You can manifest a healthy body that feels just how you want it to feel, because you control your brain and you control your nervous system, and feelings exist in the nervous system. So it's a matter of brainwashing yourself. It's kind of what manifestation is, really. It's just brainwashing yourself to convince yourself that you do indeed live in the reality that you want to live in, and then you get to live in it. And then you get to have it. How can we release need when in ill health and desperation? What a wonderful, wonderful question, Anonymous. You release need by expressing gratitude for everything that you have and not needing anything more. That's why we start the manifestation practice from a place of gratitude. Because if you look around and you're really like, actually, this body, even though it has 30 pounds, that like, if I, in being my human critical self, I wouldn't have this extra 30 pounds on me. But I'm grateful for this body, because you know what? It's holding these organs in pretty well. It's still eating, it's still digesting, it's still pooping, right? It's doing its thing. Thanks, body. You're doing amazing. If when it comes to things like money, right? Well, I'm really grateful for what I have right now, even if I have negative billions of dollars, even if I have I don't even have a roof over my head and I'm sleeping on the street, I'm grateful for the clothes on my back. I have no clothes on my back, I'm grateful for this body and this skin that's protecting my organs, that's keeping this heartbeat going. There's nothing this world can take away from you that can remove your joy. I know it seems that way, but there's nothing this world can take away from you that will remove your birthright to joy, which is rooted in gratitude for the present moment. That's all joy is. Hey, thanks. Right now. Thank you. Thank you. I'm ready for more, but I'm really happy with what we got right now. Okay, does that make sense, Anonymous? Valentina, manifesting connection to your body. Beautiful. I love that. Yes. Yeah, so I define health. I define a healthy body as my body can do what I want it to do within reason. Within reason. Okay? So like, I'm 5'1", I'm never gonna dunk a basketball. All right. I can like learn how to levitate and time travel and do all this crazy shit, but in the 3D world, no, I'm never gonna dunk a basketball. All right. I've had a couple knee surgeries. There were several months there where I couldn't walk downstairs, but I was able to do the things that I needed my body to do because I was able to breathe. And I was able to do different types of yoga practices, even recovering from significant knee surgeries. I was able to do core work. I actually came out of my 2 surgeries with a 6-pack because I did like 500 crunches a day. That's all I could do. So you express gratitude for what you can do, knowing that every day you are getting better, stronger. Every day you are making the choices to make yourself feel better. Every day you are making the choices to make your world a better place by making yourself feel better. So you tell your brain, even when we're living with chronic illnesses, even when we have a terminal diagnosis, and I work with a lot of people in the hospice setting. It's one of my roles in this world. I help people transition. I work in the hospice field. So even within that context, you can still express so much gratitude for what your body can do right then, because it's still pumping. That heartbeat's still going, and you're still breathing. That best friend, your breath, from the moment you come into this world, out of the womb, out of the placenta, to the moment you take your final breath. That's the one thing that you need, is your breath. If you need anything, it's your breath. If you need anything more than your breath, that, my friends, is a cycle of suffering. And even the attachment to breath is a cycle of suffering, because that's an attachment to life. And we got to give that up at some point, right? All right, Felice is asking that I do not detour from your current transformation journey, not even financial insecurity. So once again, Felice, that's manifesting in the contractive. We want to manifest in the expansive. So that would be, I want to continue on my path. I am continuing on my path. I trust and I am appreciative that I am on my right path. And I trust that the abundance is right alongside with me. I trust that the abundance is right alongside with me. So if it's hard to say the affirmations like I am, and you're like, okay, but it's not true. It's not true yet. So I'm not. And so that's kind of the limiting belief thought behind the affirmations. Then you got to trick yourself into it. And one of my favorite rephrasings is, how can I be so lucky to be on such a soul aligned path and to be making just an insane amount of money? How could I be so lucky? How could I be so lucky? And then you start to embody what it feels like, ooh, what would it feel like to be that lucky? And that's when you start to learn there's no such thing as luck. There is only what you do, the choices that you make, right? Okay, AH, I don't know who this is. Says not to look for things that are in our vortex, but why would I want anything in my vortex if I am perfectly satisfied now? Is this Abraham Hicks? I don't agree with Abraham Hicks. I agree with a few of the things that she says. I have a different philosophy than Abraham Hicks, if that's who you're talking about. AI or OW? Lots of A's and A's going on there. Yeah, Abraham Hicks. So not to look for things that are in our vortex, but why would I want anything in my vortex if I'm perfectly satisfied now? Expressing gratitude for what you have doesn't mean that you're satisfied. What did I say about satisfaction? Satisfaction is a human situation. We're talking about spiritual development here. We're talking about spiritual mastery. Okay, so satisfaction, if you're looking to be satisfied in this life, to be sated, no, I can't get you that. You're human. You're always going to want more. You're programmed to want more, to want 20% more as a survival instinct. You've got millennia of programming imbued into your being about how you always want more. So if you're looking to be satisfied, of course you're never going to achieve that. But can you be grateful for what you have while knowing that more is on the way? Absolutely. That's where I exist. I am grateful for everything that I have, and I have put my order in with the universe for what I want coming to me, or something better, universe. If you got something better, I'm open to it. You're in charge here. No, you're not. I have free will. I'm in charge, but I'm attuned to you. All right, does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Sunny, when did I discover manifesting? I came into this world knowing how to manifest. I came into this world grateful for being here. I came into this world knowing that I would have to take what we call inspired action, knowing that in order to reach my goals, I had to do something, right? Okay, so first we start with the gratitude, then we move into the affirmation work of living in the energy as though you already have what you want, right? Whatever it is. And then you have to do the things to get what you want. You could sit in a cave and meditate on $1 million and just wait and wait and wait and hope that it appears. And eventually, thanks to the probability of the universe, it would magically appear one day. You would have $1 million. Whether that would actually be worth anything at that point, billions of years from now, who knows? But that could actually happen. If you want it to go faster, you have free will. You can make the choices to have it within seconds. Once you get really good at mastering your attunement, right? So you're in mind, body, spirit alignment. So you're not just like, I want $1 million because I want $1 million and that's going to make my life better, so I don't have to do anything for the rest of my life. No, I can't help you with that. But if you want $1 million because you want to open a puppy and giraffe shelter and it's going to cost that much money to do it and it's going to make the world a better place, you could get that money so fast. If you truly knew, if you were truly on your path, you could walk out the door, run into the person who just happens to be looking to invest in giraffes and puppies, and it would happen like magic. right? But we get so much in our brains about what we want that's not actually what we want. It's what we're being told we should want, or it's what our parents want for us, or it's what our loved one wants for us, right? So that's why it's so important to take the space to understand what it is exactly that you want. You. Hello, Almaz. Hello, Brittany. Nice to see you. Faik, how should we manifest about a relationship? I have a partner who fulfills all of my needs. They are perfect for me in every way, and I embrace them. How can I be so lucky to have a partner who fulfills all my needs? How can I be so lucky to have a partner who makes me feel so loved, so supported, who's my best friend, my biggest fan, and fulfills all my needs like it's nothing, like I'm giving them a gift for fulfilling my needs? How can I be so lucky to have that partner? You live in that energy, you be that partner to yourself, you be your own best friend, you be your own biggest fan, right? You fulfill your own needs as best you can, and then that person appears like magic. Angelique lives in abundance. Beautiful. All right. Yeah. Okay. So, Sunny, I've studied manifestation specifically over the past 5 or so years under a variety of different lineages. This is a combination of things from the law of attraction, things from Taoism, things from the yogic tradition, and just my own little concoctions of like, oh, well, that works. So let's talk about. We've got 85 people in here. Let's move into some of our affirmations. Yeah. So the only thing holding you back from having what you want is you. That's the important thing to remember about manifestation. The only thing holding you back from you having what you want is you. But you do not control the timing of manifestation. You only control the energy. Let me say that again. You do not control the timing. You do not control when it appears. You only control the energy. And the more powerfully you can live in the energy of, I have everything that I want and more is coming, exactly what I need is right here. Thank you so much. Everything you need is right there. We'll give you an example, then we'll move into the meditation. I was walking to a yoga workshop yesterday on the beach here in Venice. I'm here in Los Angeles. I live in Marina del Rey. I rode my bike down to do a little workshop with Shiva Ray on the beach. And as I was walking there, I looked down and there was a little chip. And I was like, oh, it's like a rock or something. And I picked it up and it was this beautiful piece of carnelian. In fact, I should go grab it to show you guys. It was this perfect little piece of carnelian that I put in my hand, and I had asked my Reiki master to do Reiki on me while I was doing this yoga practice. She's wonderful. And so I sent a picture of it to her afterwards, and she said, I was working on your sacral chakra when you were walking to yoga. And of course, carnelian is one of the stones for the sacral chakra. So this is the sort of thing where it's like, if I had put that much thought into it of like, oh, I should bring a stone to yoga and, figure out which one to bring, it just never would have happened. Of course, that wasn't how it was meant to happen. But because I went into that situation with an open mind, just like, I'm just grateful to be on the beach. I don't even need anything else to happen. The fact that I get to practice yoga with a bunch of cool people and I get a present from the universe in so many ways is just a bonus, right? So when you treat like everything that happens to you as just a bonus, life gets a lot easier. Brittany here is manifesting new business coaching clients, beautiful paid speaking engagements, fun, manifesting a vacation with my husband to Costa Rica, Pura Vida, for 5 days at a babysitter for our 1-year-old. Very specific. I love it. All of that is so attainable. So it's just a matter of checking things off the list. What's the first step for that first one? The new business coaching clients. Ask the people who have already given you money to give you more money. Ask them to hire you again, or ask them to refer someone to you. I just booked my own flight to Costa Rica. Actually, I just booked my departing flight. I'll be spending my birthday in Costa Rica this year. Heading to Tamarindo again. I'm very excited. I've been to Costa Rica many times. I do love it down there. Brittany, maybe we'll see you down there. That'd be fun. Okay, let's get into a comfortable seat. Let's do some affirmations. We'll do some of my general affirmations, and I'll leave some space for you to juice them up as you will. Let's see. Anonymous, also manifesting complete healing of my body. Anonymous, healing is never complete. Sorry to be the bearer of good news. Healing's never complete. So how about the just the healing, manifesting healing of your body, mind, and spirit, and a loving marriage union with someone who adores me. I love that. I love that for you, Anonymous. Are you in your comfortable seat? Did we make it? Am I in a comfortable seat? I didn't make it. Let's get this pillow out of the way and have ourselves a little sit. Get plugged into the ground. Move your spine around until it feels like everything's in its perfect alignment. Let it feel really good. Close your eyes. Breathe in through your nose for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Repeat after me out loud. Write it down. Put it in the comments. Hit the little heart button to let me know it's resonating with you. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. You can fill it in with what you seek. The financial abundance that I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. The partner that I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. The health that I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. What I seek is seeking me, and I now release all blocks between us. And let that simmer. Repeat out loud. Write it in your journal. Put it in the comments or hit the little heart button. I love when life surprises and delights me. 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 I love when life surprises and delights me with financial abundance. I love when life surprises and delights me with love and delight. I love when life surprises and delights me with a worthy partner. I love when life surprises and delights me with high vibrational soulmates. I love when life surprises and delights me with a healthy, energized body. I love when life surprises and delights me with peace. I love when life surprises and delights me. I love when love surprises and delights me too, Anonymous. It works. And you sit in that energy of being surprised and delighted. Ah, how wonderful. Say it out loud with me. Write it down. Put it in the comments. The heart button to affirm it. I am worthy of what I want. 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 I am worthy of the financial abundance that I want. I am worthy of the healthy, pain-free body that I want. I am worthy of the mental peace that I want. I am worthy of the joy and enlightenment that I want. I am worthy of the healthy marriage that I want. I am worthy of the soulmates that I want. I'm worthy of all of it. I am worthy of all of this. I am worthy of everything that I want. And so I allow it to flow to me. I just barely have a thought and it appears like magic. You have to look for the magic. You ask for proof in the world. You can look for angel numbers as affirmations that you're on the right path. You bring in totems, like whenever I see a crow, I know it's either you're doing it right or it's a warning. And they tell me. I know when I see a butterfly, that's a little hint, a little wink from the universe. Hey girl, here's a little smile for you. I know when a hummingbird comes to visit, it's a spirit from my past coming to say hello. I know when my scarab friends, I have a giant green beetle, a scarab, who's been coming to visit me every day for weeks now. And every time he kind of bounces his way in and then bounces his way out, and I'm just like, it's you again. Instead of being like, bug, I'm like, oh, it's wonderful, it's you. You have to allow life to surprise and delight you with the little things that come into your life so that when the big things come, you are equally surprised and delighted. This is something I have learned is we have to celebrate even the hardships as much as we celebrate the wonderful things about life, because it's true that everything that happens to you is here for you. Everything that happens for you is here to open your heart to compassion. So if it's been hard, we're sorry. We're sorry it's been so hard. The pain is a part of it. The pain is a part of the expansion experience. The suffering is optional, all right? And manifesting what you want in this world, what your mind, your body, and your spirits, that's alignment, that's attunement, that's being a spiritual master. We can do it. We can do it. You're doing it. You're doing a great job. You get to give yourself these gifts in this world because it is for the highest good, because it is for more than you. You welcome in the abundance. You welcome in the love. You welcome in the soulmates. You welcome in the health. You welcome in the peace. And it's already here. All of that stuff, already here. Your perfect partner, you, soulmate. You're your own soulmate. You did it. Good job. All the money in the world, right here for you. How could you possibly need anything more than what you have right now? You want more, but you don't need more because you have your breath, right? You trust in your breath. As long as you can breathe, you're good to go. Now, I'll tell you, I went surfing this weekend. And I did not have an opportunity to breathe for not even a few minutes. It was a few seconds, but it feels like a long time when you don't know what you're doing in the ocean and it's just like, throwing you all over the place. And I'll tell you, there's nothing that makes you more appreciative for taking that breath than when you can't breathe for even like half a second. When I didn't have access to my breath, even going through the, everything I'd worked on, and I was with a friend who was like a surf instructor, was teaching me how to do it. He knew I was scared. Even then, I was like ready to flip out on a dime. And I could have stood up. I was in 5 feet of water. I'm 5 feet tall, so I, would have had to hop a little bit. But it wasn't like it wasn't a death-defying situation. I was safe. I was fine. I just couldn't breathe when I wanted to. Man, nothing makes you more grateful for breathing and for all of it than when you can't breathe for even 10 seconds. Rough. And yes, everything is for you. It's not happening to you. That's a self-victimization, patriarchal line of thinking. And if you want to keep blaming yourself, the universe will keep giving you reasons to blame yourself. If you want to keep hating the world is a mirror, my friends. The world will give you reasons to hate it. If you want to vibrate higher, if you want to live consistently at a higher frequency, if you want to achieve enlightenment in this lifetime, all you have to do is accept that right now you have everything that you need and you're ready for more. Let's see what other comments we have here. Brittany seeing numbers everywhere. Yes, beautiful. Lovely. Rocio, worthy of the mental health that I want. Yes, you are, babe. Yes. Magic, hello from Valencia, nice to see you. Brittany saw the yellow and black butterfly, found a hummingbird and a cardinal, all beautiful totems. Yes. Valentina's loving this, perfect. Sunny has pythons that visit. I do love snakes, Sunny. Sunny's in Australia. I do love snakes. I'm working on the spiders. Magic saw a big fish and a couple of dragons in the clouds today. I love dragons. Let's see, Fiona, should you manifest / affirm one thing at a time, or can you seek, for example, both love and money? So, yes, to both of those questions. Yes, you should do it one at a time. Yes, you can bring it all in at once. So that's why I like working with just the energy of abundance as opposed to specifically financial abundance. I like all of it. I want more of all of it. I would like more money. I'll take more love. I'll take more puppies. I'll take more sunshiny days. I'll take more ocean. I'll take all of it. Sure, I'll have more. Give me. Thank you. It depends on where your limiting beliefs are, Fiona. It depends on where you are in terms of how much you believe you actually get to have what you want. So if you have a really easy time believing that you get to have love, but you have a hard time believing that you get to have money, then you might want to focus more on like brainwashing yourself into believing that you get to have money as easily as you get to have love. And if both of them are hard, then you figure out what's been easy for you in this world and you borrow from that energy of ease and pleasure, and you bring that energy into manifesting what you want. But it's all about noticing, like, you're the only one blocking yourself from having what you want here. So you work with someone like me, you work with another manifestation coach to figure out what are those limiting beliefs and how are we going to clear them out of the way in order to get you what you want. What else do we have here? Let's see. Sunny, your 17-year-old has a natural attraction to abundance. Yes. You can't manifest for other people, Sunny. That's hard for mamas. You can't manifest for other people. You can lead by example, but you can't manifest for other people. That's a little too witchy for me. Maddie always sees 11:11 every day. Me too, all day long. Can you elaborate more on hearing crows? Crows are specifically a totem for me. It's related to my lineage in the Buddhist culture. I've been reincarnated many times on this earth, this random bodhisattva, and crows are meaningful in the Buddhist religion. There's always at the birth of the Dalai Lama 2 crows. And crows have followed me throughout my life, just as like checking in. Crows represent death, they represent transformation, they represent rebirth. And as I came in here as like an angel of death with a lot of, death energy, a lot of transformation energy, crows are naturally attracted to me and here to help me as signs of, as I said, either I'm going the right way or danger, Will Robinson. And they'll like get in my face and let me know. Like I've had them like sacrifice themselves on my car. Like, I don't need that, bird. We don't need to do it that way. You can just squawk at me. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, Fiona says that's super helpful. Good. Glad we got that covered for you, Fiona. SR says, wow. Let's see. Oh, I see. You're saying he does attract money. He's a little entrepreneur. Yeah, that's fun. I see what you're saying. Yeah. Some people come into this world and it's just so easy. It's a past life thing. It's a karmic thing. He needs that money for something. So this is where we want to direct it and make sure we're like putting it towards something that's actually making the world a better place instead of, like porn or whatever. Why are butterflies so common to people's universe sightings? Well, part of it is just because butterflies feel really magical. They're just really beautiful creatures. So our brains are like, it's like fairies. They're kind of like if you think of a fairy, like I think of a butterfly when I think of a fairy, just kind of flitting everywhere and just basically looking for sugar. But it's like, why? Because that's what our brains have chosen. That's why. We live in a matrix. It's of our own reality. It's because somewhere along the lines, we had the hungry little caterpillar read to us when we were little, and we saw the magic of transformation, and butterflies represent transformation. That's why. Maddie, I always feel a connection with cats. We're always drawn together. Yeah. Certain people have different animals. I've had different animals throughout my life, right? But bunnies have been totems for me. I've definitely had. I have a few friends who like dolphins. They see dolphins everywhere. They go swimming with the dolphins. Like the fish are just attracted to them. Some people, I have some animal communicator friends. Every animal in the world. Like they'll just be walking through nature like a Disney princess. They'll have like birds landing on their fingers, deer come out to like say hello. It's magical. It's a magical world that we live in, if you allow it to be, if you look for the magic, if you're looking for the horror of the world, if you're looking for the tragedy, if you're looking for the anger and the fury and the patriarchy, there's a lot to see there. I like to look for the kindness. I like to look for the love when I travel. When I have a long layover at an airport, I try to count how many couples I see who are in love, what that love is being experienced as. When I move through the world, especially here in Los Angeles, I walk mostly in Los Angeles. I walk and I ride my bike, and I see a lot of homeless people, and I don't see, I just see the souls who are doing their best, right? And I pass my Reiki on to them, and I shine my light as best I can. But I don't see the tragedy of it. I just see people who are doing their best, and that's what I choose to see in the world. And then I look at the butterflies, and then I look at the hummingbirds, and then I watch the trees as they grow, and I just watch them, and I watch as they, get branches cut off, and they don't say anything about it. They just, harden their bark around it, and they keep expanding. And so too must we keep expanding around how difficult it is in this world, around all the things that happen to us that cause us pain. We can allow them to destroy us, or we can allow them to make us stronger. I choose to allow it to make me stronger, kinder, better. I don't know. We're always aiming for progress, right? We're always aiming for healing. The healing never ends. The healing is never complete. It's a Mobius strip, friends. You just keep on breathing. You keep on living in gratitude. You will have everything that you want. Enlightened, does everyone have a special animal, one or more? Yes, of course. I recommend working with a native psychic, a Native American psychic, an indigenous psychic. What word are we using now? It's a PC term now. We'll work with someone who is indigenous to your land, someone whose people are of your land. One of the original cultures here, the first people. How about that? Is that what we're saying? No, there really are no first people. We're all, this is a different conversation for a different time. Talk to a psychic. Meditate and call in a psychic to tell you who your spirit animal is. I can recommend someone for you. I knew her here in LA. She now lives in Nashville, but I would say go local, especially if you've been somewhere for a long time. Stay within that local community so that they understand the animals of the area and who's here to help you. But yeah, any psychic should be able to tell you who your animal is. I don't dabble in that world. That's not my psychic world that I dabble in terms of identifying for others people's. Sunny says, Sunny in Australia, sharks are my favorite animal. I see them in my river. You have river sharks in Australia? How is anyone alive, Sunny? Everything I learn about Australia, it just wants to kill ya. Every step of the way. River sharks. What are you doing over there? Bull sharks are in all rivers. They're not in the Sacramento River. They're not in the Deschutes River. How do I save my local forests? That's a wonderful question. The forest saves themselves. The forests save themselves, Sunny. You let humanity destroy itself, and the forests save themselves. Sorry, I can't help you more with that one. Let's see. Oh, Brittany's got a fox for ya. Yeah, enlighten. That's fun. Jason always enjoys hearing cardinals, even when I can't see them. Yeah, cardinals are very significant, especially for people in the Catholic faith. I notice they tend to tune into cardinals a lot. All right, friends. Ooh, did we get over 200 people in here today? That's fun. Do we have any more questions? Does anyone have any limiting beliefs that they're working through, that they're like, I don't know what to do with this one? Did I bring my water? I didn't bring my water. I'm getting thirsty. Let's see. Yeah, if we don't have any other questions, then I'm just going to go enjoy my day. Ooh, that's a good one, Anonymous. I like it. Success will be dangerous for me. Charlotte, that I'm more insecure than I think. Wow. Okay. So, Anonymous, I would love to hear more about this. What do you think is going to, first of all, how do you define success? Here's how I define success: it helps one person. If something I do helps one person, then it was a success. Anything more than that, bonus. Big success? What if it helps millions of people? I'm okay with that. I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Still not dangerous for me. That still doesn't feel dangerous. And I'm someone who's had stalkers. I've been robbed at gunpoint a few times. I used to work at a bank. I've been under threat many times. Danger is an illusion. Danger is an illusion. Danger is patriarchy. Danger is someone telling you, you don't get to do what you want to do. You should be scared. As I said, I walk through LA all hours. I'm not like out partying. I'm out, communing with nature or whatever. But like I'll walk around at 4 a.m. I'll walk around at 11 p.m. And I've had so many people tell me like, oh my gosh, I'm so worried about you. I just can't stand the idea of you walking around at that time. And I'm like, I mean, I get that people get hurt. I'm not denying that you can get hurt in this world. I've gotten hurt in this world. But I'm not going to let that make the decisions for me. And if your limiting belief is success is going to be dangerous for me, you need to change your definition of success, not your definition of danger. All right? Because now I move through this world knowing that nothing can hurt me. You can kill me, but you can't hurt me. I can hurt myself. But nothing on the external world can hurt me. Because I know that everything is as it should be. And I present myself to the world with this energy of like, hi, I'm here with love. Nothing's gonna hurt that. This is why I don't get affected too much by the bots that are infiltrating other areas of Insight Timers. No, you're not allowed in here. Like, I do this meditation every morning where I'm like, any sort of bot that tries to come into my world, any sort of matrix figure that tries to come into my world, I'm just like, no thanks. And I put this big protection not over me, but over my social media channels as well. Because I don't want to deal with that stuff. You know what I mean? Okay, let's see. Charlotte, I'm more insecure than I think. Clary had something similar. I'm not good enough. How do I work through this? Clary, look me in the eye. Look me in the eye. You are good enough. You're smart enough. And gosh darn it, people like you. That's a quote from Saturday Night Live. And it's true. It's all true. You're worthy. So Clary, you look for evidence that you are good enough. And Charlotte, you look for evidence of security. So if you're seeking security in the sense of like financial security, not a thing. You cannot get security from something like money because money doesn't have any value. But you can have security in yourself and you can learn how to trust yourself. So you develop the skills of learning how to trust yourself. You work with a healer like myself. You work with a therapist. Let's see. Brittany, I love this limiting belief. This is beautiful. I will spend all the money I earn. Good. That's a positive thing. I get to spend all the money that I earn. Do you want to save some of it? I don't mind having investments, but I spend my money on investments. I consider my investments when I buy cryptocurrency, when I buy a stock, when I buy an index fund, I consider that to be a purchase. So I do spend all the money that I earn, but then I spend it on things that are going to make more money. Ideally, I spend it on things that are going to make the world a better place, hopefully, right? That's okay. It's okay to spend all the money you earn, but you also get to spend it on investments. Aubrey, I'm too damaged for true love. I just want to give you the biggest hug. I just want to give you the biggest. Can you just give yourself the biggest hug? I'm too damaged for true love. I know how that feels. I 100% know how that feels. So let's look for evidence in the world of a relationship that you admire, that you maybe know a little bit about the people and how they're really human and how they've made mistakes and how they've grown and how even they were worthy of having a partner who truly saw all of them and loved them more for it. It's rare, but it exists and it's possible. It's possible to meet someone who will see all of you, even the parts that you consider damaged, which aren't damaged. You aren't broken. Maybe you have some shame that you're working through. Maybe you've got some shadow work where you need to shine a divine light on this corner of yourself that you somehow convinced yourself, or someone has convinced you that you're broken, that you're damaged. You're not damaged. You're a spiritual being having a human experience, and you're doing it perfectly. Repeat that after me. I am a spiritual being having a human experience, and I'm doing it perfectly, which is to say, I'm messing it up all the time. I make mistakes all day long. All day long, I make mistakes. All day long, I say the wrong thing to someone and I realize I've offended them. All day long, I mess up my technology and I put a typo in my email. All day long, I accidentally step on my puppy and I'm just like horrified, like I'm the most horrible person in the world. But then I come back to everything is here to teach me how to be compassionate. And this too is teaching me how to be compassionate. Thank God I care that I stepped on my puppy. That'd be awful if I stepped on my puppy and I didn't care. But that doesn't mean that I'm damaged because I'm clumsy. That means I need to train my dog a little better. He needs a little bit more distance from me when I'm, stumbling around first thing in the morning. Let's see, what else have we got here? Let's see. Rockio. I don't trust in myself. Yeah, developing that element of self-trust. Travel is a great way to do that. Traveling alone is a great way to develop your self-trust. But self-trust is really in knowing yourself. So you have to put yourself into new situations, and then you ask your body. You perform what's called in the yogic world svadhisthaya, the self-study. You check in with your body, and you're like, hey, body, how is this feeling? Does it feel good? Do I feel like happy I'm here, excited? Or do I feel like I don't want to be here and like I'm kind of like contracting around myself and I should probably leave? That's how you learn how to trust yourself, is you learn how to feel in your body, how to interpret those feelings, and then how to respond to those feelings in a mature and healthy way. So it's just a matter of going out and living your life and then asking your body, thumbs up, did we like it? Would do again? Thumbs down, didn't like it, let's not do that one again. And then you make your decisions accordingly. So many people are like, I didn't like it, but at least now I know what happened, so I'm going to keep making that decision again. And that's like, no, that's insanity, right? That's the collective conscious insanity, in fact. All right, what else? Karen, I will not be able to pay my bills if I leave the corporate world, that I will lose my house and things will fall apart. Karen, look for evidence in the world of other people who have left their corporate jobs. Me, and made a living. I now make way more money than I did in the corporate world. I am way happier. I work way less. I can give you 20 case studies of people that I've worked with who have done exactly what you're doing and are better for it. Look for evidence of people who are doing what you're doing as evidence that you too can do it, as inspiration that you too can live the life of your dreams doing whatever you want. It's really fun. Faik wants to maintain my energy to keep manifesting. How can I do this? You do the self-care practices like meditation, yoga, qigong, tai chi, walking through nature, jumping in the ocean. Share it with nature, especially. Take care of yourself, stay in alignment. Whatever you need to do to keep your mind, your body, and your spirit in alignment. That's what you do. Eleonora, manifesting a worthy partnership. I'll repeat for you the affirmation. I have a partner who fulfills all of my needs. They are perfect for me in every way, and I embrace them. I have a partner who fulfills all of my needs. He is perfect for me in every way, and I embrace him. Stephanie, I believe I won't get better because my bipolar and traumas are so severe. Stephanie, they gave you this label. They gave you this label about what's going on in your brain. There's a chance there's something else going on. There's a chance this is a spiritual issue that's manifesting as a physiological chemical imbalance in your brain. And I understand, and my heart is open to this experience of I'm broken, I'm too sick, I'm mentally ill, this is not manageable, I can't control this. I understand that, and I want to emphasize that what you're dealing with is a karmic choice, but it's also something going on in the collective. It's not all yours, all right? Working on maintaining energetic boundaries will help you understand, okay, what do I need to actually work on in my brain? Is it maybe a digestion issue where we need to start in the belly, right? And start working on how you're feeding yourself to understand how to get the chemicals firing correctly in your brain. they're finding a lot of the mental imbalance chemicals actually start in the gut. That's where the hormone production begins. That's what sends the signal to the brain to like make the serotonin. Let's make that dopamine happen, guys. Let's get her going. um, but I want to give you a firm faith that there is no reason that you can't live a joyful life and a balanced life while managing significant mental illness, what the Western psychology world would call significant mental illness. Because I don't consider it to be mental illness. I consider it to be a collective illness. That it's more about creating the energetic boundaries to get the collective conscious out of your way, so that you can really focus on the deeper inner healing, the deeper inner traumas that you need to focus on. And you can use those to turn your experience into one of compassion rather than one of shame and something that you have to hide. You turn it into a story that you scream from the rooftops to inspire other people. And that's where you find the deepest healing, is when you're able to share your story and what has been helping you to inspire other people who are just right behind you on the trail. All right, my friend, I hope that helps you. What else have we got here? We got a lot of comments. Yeah, you guys are really pulling it in. Let's see. Sylvia, social anxiety, a big issue for me. I'm familiar with that. I have severe social anxiety. I don't like people. I don't like big crowds of people. I feel too much. I can feel all of them. They're all over me. I don't want them. So I am very discerning about when I go out in public. I am very discerning about who I surround myself with. And I give myself, I call it the social anxiety drive-by. I give myself permission to walk in and out. I give myself permission to walk in, spend 20 minutes there, and leave. And all of my best friends, all of my closest people totally get it. As soon as I'm like, I'm out, no big deal. So it's all about discernment to manage social anxiety. You don't have to change you change who you let around you. And suddenly, like, I'm not an introvert anymore when I'm hanging out with awesome people. Magic says some really awesome insights here. Thank you for commenting. I'm just channeling the wisdom that's been offered to me. I'm very happy to be a channel for it. Dominique, what if you have trouble properly feeling in your body? This is why I start most of my clients off in yoga, because yoga teaches you how to feel really good in your body, right? So that you know when it feels bad. So you have to do some sort of movement practice every day for, at least 20 minutes, ideally around an hour. I'll do like a 20-minute meditation practice. I'll do my Qigong and my Tai Chi, and then I'll go for a walk. That's about an hour and a half of movement. And that's enough. If I exercise above and beyond that, if I go for a bike ride, bully, great for me. But that's enough to get me in my body, and so that I know when it feels good, so that I can tell like within half a second, oh, I got to get myself out of the situation. Or so that I can get myself into alignment. So as I'm moving through this world, I just know, oh, I should go left here because I'm going to run into my friend out of nowhere. Or, oh, I should go right here so I could avoid this accident that's going to happen over there that I don't even know it's happening. But I'm just tuned into my body and it's telling me to go this way, and I'm not going to question it. I'm going to trust my body above all else, sometimes even above ways. Eric, thank you for this insight. Excellent. So I have one which brought me here today. I'm glad you're here. I feel so angry towards my family right now. I feel it's been too much. I went on a 5-mile run, didn't help. I need to shake it. How? I love it. I love this question. I am also an angry person, Eric, and I have relieved myself of the anger towards my family, but let me tell you, I really let them have it at points in my life. And she still comes out, this Kali energy. So first of all, I have no loyalty to family. I have no problem cutting family out of my life. I do believe we chose our family for a reason. Often that reason is to learn how to set very strong boundaries. So I offer that to you as something that may be useful. Running does not help anger, okay? That just, because you're running away from it. You're not actually feeling it. And anger is an umbrella term for a lot of different things. So you actually have to go more still, Eric. You have to get down on the ground. I'm not going to actually do it, but I'm going to try to show you. Get down on the ground and with your legs bent like bridge pose, but your feet pretty close together. And then you just let your body start to shake. And you said shake it out. You literally shake it out. Or you can go into the earth. You can go I would go to the beach and lay face down on the earth and scream into the earth. Scream into the earth. If it would be weird to scream, like you got kids around and they're like, what's that dude doing? Is he okay? You can ohm into the earth. Oming is a really powerful way. Like when I wake up upset, when I wake up and the collective conscious is angry and I can feel it, I just start oming so loud at like 4 a.m. My poor neighbors. I'm just like, "Row!" Like I get angry with it. I get dragony with it. But you do have to shake it out. So the vocalizing it away from people shakes the vocal cords. You can lay on the ground and let your body shake. You could do a whole wiggle dance if you wanted. But you have to give it to something greater than yourself, right? So especially when it comes to anger against family, doing more still practices like a metta meditation. I have a recording in my library if you want to check it out. The metta meditation can help soften the communication. And of course, therapy. If you can get your family to go with you, wouldn't that be lovely? I'm going to put my circle here so we can continue this conversation over in my circle. If you guys search for the Splendid Yoga Healing Circle, that's my brand, that's my username on here, Splendid Yoga, and I just put it in the comments there for you. We can continue this conversation. I'll try to get through a few more of these comments. You can tell I'm losing my words. I've been doing this since 6 a.m. Okay, Magic said to Karen, I'm doing the same in the midst of moving away from the corporate world. Excellent, you're doing a good job. Anonymous, expand on illness being a spiritual issue. Is this something you can work with someone on? Yes, Anonymous, feel free to contact me. I help people with spiritual illnesses all the time. All physiological dysfunctions are spiritual issues. There's a spiritual component to it. I can tell you what it is if you give me more details. Let's see, Brittany is telling Karen, I left oil and gas in 2017 and decided to become an entrepreneur. I'm 4 years in and able to raise my baby and make my own rules. My business is significant. Yes, I also found the money I used to make. I also make the money I used to make, and we found health insurance we can afford as a family. It's possible, and it's necessary. It's necessary. Morgan, how do you become a coach on here? Brittany, I actually have a course that teaches people how to do that. Contact me, and I'll send you the link for it. Go find me on my circle or email me. It's called the Ground and Grow Make Money on Insight Timer course. It's a 6-month program where I teach you guys how to get on here and make money. But you can totally get on here for free. It just takes a couple of months. You go to teacher.insighttimer.com. There's an application. And then it takes a few months to get up and running so you can actually go live. So you can totally do it yourself, but I mentor people on how to do it. Jazz, how can I stay strong when I am not following the government's narrative? I'm in Australia on lockdown. So this is where you have to rise above. We play by a few of their rules, and we're kind of like, what are they doing down there? That's weird. Well, I get to stay inside and do my thing, and you make the best of it. You respect what they're going through, their process, and you do what you need to do. That's the best I can say. Brittany is saying, Eric, I throw a temper tantrum at least 2 times a week in my bedroom. Oh yeah, you got to get it out. We all should be throwing temper tantrums, but in healthy ways, right? I go to a boxing class once a week, and I just can't tell you how many times I've punched politicians in the face. Like, it's not healthy. It's not great. I'm not in my higher self moment. No, this is pure human ego. That's how I do it. That's how I do. All right, let's see. Karen is telling Magic, I'm pretty paralyzed because I don't know what to do. Well, Karen, hire me. Hire someone like me, and we'll tell you how to get where you want to be. I just can't be in that lifestyle any longer. Yes, it's totally possible. The way I did it, the way I escaped the corporate world, I hired a business coach like myself to teach me exactly what I was selling. And 5 years into this business, I finally know, but also how to sell it. And also I found a lot is just giving people permission to do whatever they want. Because we are so attuned to, like, in school, okay, what do you want me to do? When do you want it to? And then in work, okay, what do you want me to do? When do you want it to? Okay. And then to do that for ourselves, what do you want to do? When do you want it to? We don't know how to do that for ourselves. So a big part of this process of spiritual liberation, of self-mastery, is learning how to have that conversation. Okay, so what do you want to do? And when is it due? Oh, right now. I need to do it right now. Yeah, and yes, hire a business coach, please. Karen, you're welcome to reach out to me. I offer all of you 45 minutes of my time to figure out if it would make sense for us to work together in some capacity. We'll have a discovery call if you'd like. You can check out, go ahead and give me a follow. Click on my face right there. Follow my profile. Click on the link in my profile. You can see all of my offerings, including my calendar to schedule a complimentary discovery call. And I'll tell you if it makes sense for you to go into one of my programs, one of my courses, if it makes sense for us to work one-on-one together. If I have someone I can refer you to, I'll happily do that. Or we can just talk about the spiritual stuff for a while. I love this stuff. I love talking with you guys. I do love interacting here on this community specifically. I also, of course, have my YouTube channel, Instagram, Facebook, all of them. But I only come live on here because you guys are so chill and you're so open and receptive and curious, and you're here for your healing. And I want to honor that as much as possible by just saying thank you. Thank you for being here, by, starting from my own place of gratitude as I manifest a bigger and bigger audience, as I step into a bigger and bigger stage, as my book comes out, as my TV show is being developed. It's scary. It's really scary, but it's really fun, and it's really fun to share it with you guys. So join me in my circle, the Splendid Yoga Healing Circle, and you can donate. You're welcome to donate. I saw a few of you donated. Thank you, Harmony. There was someone else up here that I missed. I'm sorry, I missed you. Thank you to those of you who have donated or who have tried to donate. I know sometimes. Oh, it was Fiona. Thank you, Fiona, for your donation. T says, "What don't you do?" That's a good question. I don't dunk basketballs, T. I do play basketball, but I don't dunk basketballs. That's the only thing I can think of. Thank you. Yeah. It's exciting, and it's also scary, and it's also stuff that I'm manifesting because I am living in alignment. It's what I'm being asked to do. I resisted it for most of my life, and finally I'm like, okay, I see that they need it. I hear ya. All right, I'm doing it. I'm doing the things. Rich says, "I wish my brain works as fast as yours." Reminds me of Russell Brand. I love Russell Brand. I love him. So this is actually something I'm manifesting, is to be a guest on his podcast. So you guys can hold me accountable to it. You can see how long it takes me to manifest this. I have been following his career since he was an addict, since he was on MTV and just being on drugs on MTV. And I've watched his whole spiritual journey. He is a huge inspiration of mine. And I would love to have a conversation with him because he is quick. T, get me in contact with him. If anyone can do it, you can do it. Yeah, the stream of consciousness. I do love to let loose on here. All right, my friends, it has been an honor and a pleasure as always. Thank you so much for being a part of this journey with all of us. We're doing it, guys. We're doing it. It's the apocalypse, and we're making the best of it. I'll be back tomorrow at 6 a.m. We'll do my Taoist meditation, and then I'll be on a little bit later, and I think we're doing the Tonglen meditation. For those of you who have trouble, especially with family, the Tonglen meditation, the Metta meditation, those Buddhist meditations are so powerful. I strongly recommend either checking out the guided meditations that I have in my library on my profile here on Insight Timer, or join me live tomorrow. All right, my friends. What's one word for how you're feeling right now? I'd love to know one word for how you're feeling right now, so we can send me off with some positive energy. SR's feeling better. Magic's feeling awesome. Valentina's feeling grateful. Anonymous is excited. Susan's feeling happy. Oh, that's wonderful. Jazz is feeling hopeful. Lovely. I love that. Jubday is feeling uplifted. That's a fun name. Oh, we got a bunch coming through. Eleonora's feeling bliss. Spike's feeling calm and in solidarity. Yes, we're all in it together. Rockio is feeling grateful. Karen is feeling inspired. Enlightened is feeling hopeful with a bunch of hearts. Ariane is feeling grateful for people like me. I'm grateful for people like you. I am you. Yeah, great. Heather's feeling gratitude. Thank you. Yes, I feel gratitude. We got 263 people hanging out today. That's amazing because you know what we're doing? We're literally saving the world. We're manifesting a better world for all of us. And so, yes, Zen is ready. Me too. Enlightened, grateful, thankful. Yes. All right, my friends, go out and look for the magic in the world. Go out and look for the love. Let the world prove to you that it is a magical place, okay? I promise you. It's out there. You got to look for it, but it's out there. I'll be around. I'm here to help you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.